Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and this is my list for top performing basketball shoes of 2020. And 2020 is finally almost over, so I hope all of you guys are doing safe and I hope all of you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for staying with me and supporting me through this year. But anyways, yeah, so I tested a good amount of shoes, be it like I did play mostly outdoors though, which kind of sucks, so I don't really have a lot of information on like performance on the indoor court, so I'm super sorry about that, guys. I didn't really have a chance to fully test pretty much like any shoe on the indoor court, so I guess this is more just like on an outdoor like perspective. But anyways, these are my top choices. What I'm looking for in a shoe is right now good cushion, because I'm playing on outdoor court. I'm looking for good support, thin, comfortable materials. So anyways, let's get it started right off with the Zoom Freak 2, and it's in the second tier. I got two tiers. I got tier 2, tier 1, and then in my tier 1 I got my top 3 in the tier 1 list. So the Zoom Freak 2 is in tier 2, and yeah, it's a solid performer, very minimal feeling shoe, very supportive and all that. If it had better cushion, I would definitely put it in tier 1, but the cushion was a little lackluster. I mean, the 4-foot zoom unit felt pretty bouncy and all that, but like, you know, the heel cushion, especially with that Phylon, wasn't super nice. Traction was really good, very durable, and then the materials had a really nice feeling to it. You know, super thin, but also like cozy and great on foot. Also a great looking shoe with some dope colorways that are coming out. Next in tier 2, we got the Pro Boost Low, and same thing. Pretty much. You know, the materials aren't the best for quality, but you know, on foot it feels great. It's minimal, it's thin, it's a supportive shoe as well. Traction was really good and durable. It's just, you know, the cushion was very lackluster, especially comparing to my expectations of the cushion, right? So, you know, Light Strike plus Boost, you should think, oh my god, they're combining really nice cushioning setups and it should be nice and soft, but also bouncy and all that, but it kind of wasn't. You know, it was pretty damn thin and very low to the ground, so you couldn't really feel pretty much anything. It's pretty much a stiff ride, so that's why it's in the second tier. I feel like if they made the cushion better, it would 100% be in tier 1. All right, next, surprisingly, we got the Lebron 18s, guys. The Lebron 18, I actually enjoyed playing in it a lot. The traction was okay. It was a pretty good bite, you know, pretty consistent as well. The cushion is 100% my favorite part about that shoe. It's super bouncy with that full length zoom unit. It feels awesome, and you got that crazy compression in the heel with the Air Max unit in the heel. So it's just like a super fun shoe to play in. So there's the cushion. The materials are also super nice. Just not a huge fan of the tongue, but other than that, it's a great material. So yeah, 100% check that shoe out. It is quite heavy though, quite heavy and a little bulky feeling. But other than that, if you want a super bouncy and fun shoe to play in, the Lebron 18 is a great option. Alright, next we got the Jordan 35, and I'm kind of sad that I put it in tier 2. Maybe it's like in between tier 2 and tier 1 for me. But yeah, the traction is really good. Not durable though, so don't play with it outdoors. The cushion is also really nice. You know, you have a little bit of a compression in the heel, especially comparing it to the Jordan 34. The 4-foot zoom unit is super bouncy as well. Materials were not bad, you know. You have a very thin material in the 4-foot. Pretty much the entire upper is very thin, so it felt very minimal. Super duper supportive shoe as well. It's just the back of the shoe is super annoying, and like even when I don't tighten the laces, like it doesn't. I don't mind it all too much, but like I still feel it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like when I tighten the laces very tight, it hurts. So I can't play with it. So then I loosen it, and of course the Achilles pillows do help to lock down my heel. So it's not a huge deal that I'm loosening the laces up, but like I still feel that part kind of digging into my Achilles, even though it doesn't hurt. So it's just a little uncomfortable at that point. So that's why the Jordan 35 is in tier 2. Of course, you know, if you've tried it and you don't feel it, then of course it's a top performer, you know what I'm saying? Alright, next we got the Kyrie 7, and just throw the Kyrie Low 3 in there as well. The Kyrie 7 is a solid performer. It's just the cushion wasn't super nice, so that's why I'm putting it in tier 2. Maybe tier 1.5, because the Zoom Turbo unit is pretty damn nice. So there's that. But you know, the materials are super thin, very minimal. Not the best feeling as far as like quality goes, but you know, it gets the job done on foot. It's also a very supportive shoe, and traction was good, just not durable. So yeah, the Kyrie 7 is in tier 2. Alright, moving on to tier 1. First shoe in tier 1 is the Kybrid S2. I don't know, I like it better than the Kyrie 7. Traction is good, but also I guess like not durable, just like the Kyrie 7. But just like the cushion is better. I like the Cushlon midsole better in the Kybrid S2 as compared to, I guess, the Zoom Turbo unit in the Kyrie 7. Materials are super thin, or just as thin as the Kyrie 7, and that shoe is just as supportive. So the Kybrid S2 is in tier 1. Alright, next we got the Wow All City 8. It's a great looking shoe and a great performer. Traction is super good, even on the indoor court. You know, I actually played with it on the indoor court. Cushion, there's not a whole lot of compression or bounce or softness to the cushion, but like impact protection is really good. You know, when I was landing and playing in it, my feet or knees never really hurt. So, you know, impact protection is good. You're just getting more of a responsive ride from that cushion. And the materials aren't bad. You know, you got like a mesh textile material. And it's just an overall really solid shoe to play in. And same thing goes for the Westbrook One Take. You know, it took me by surprise. You know, I didn't think I was going to like it that much, but I actually really do. And traction is solid. Not super durable, but it has a great bite. Cushion is also pretty damn nice. The midsole in the heel is pretty soft. The forefoot zoom unit feels top loaded, and you can definitely feel it really easily, and it's bouncy. Materials are quality as well. You get a nice knitted material. It's kind of like your grandma knitted it or something, you know. Fit is great, support is there and all that, and it's a super cheap shoe. It's only like $100, so the Westbrook One Take is a solid option. Alright, next we got the Jordan React Elevation, and this shoe also took me by surprise. Because I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I actually really do as well. So the traction is really good. Cushion also is a strong point in the shoe. You know, the React in the heel, although it is very caged, it's still soft. And then the forefoot zoom unit feels top loaded, it's bouncy, it feels great. It doesn't feel like it's too much or anything. The materials, I feel like they could do a little bit better because it is pretty glued down and there is a good amount of fuse in the toe box, but you know, it's thin enough to the point where it like conforms to your foot fairly well, especially when you break it in. And it's just a very supportive shoe too, so I really like playing in that shoe. Alright, next we got the Kobe 5 Pro Tro. You guys already know this shoe is awesome. The original was awesome, and then they Pro Tro'd it, made some improvements to that, and we got the Kobe 5 Pro Tro, right? So my favorite part about this shoe is the cushion. I love the Cushlon in the heel. The Zoom Turbo unit in the forefoot is also super nice. I just wish Kyrie's would do this cushioning setup. You know, why don't they? I don't know. Traction is solid. Materials are very thin. I mean, it's a synthetic material with a lot of fuse on it, but it's very thin, and once you break it in, it gets really nice. Yeah, although it does take a little bit of time to break it in though. Also, it's a great looking shoe, and there's some dope colorways that have come out. So the Kobe 5 Pro Tro is a really great performer. Just watch out for the price, I guess. It's like $180, so super expensive. Alright, next we got the PG4, one of my favorite shoes to play in because of the cushion, which I don't say a lot because most of the time I don't really care too much about the cushion. You know, as long as like impact protection is pretty good, it's not a huge deal to me, but the Air Strobo unit is super comfortable, and I really like it. I wish Nike would put it in more of their basketball shoes, or even their running shoes, or just like casual shoes. Just put that in everything, you know? But yeah, the traction is solid. Materials aren't bad. Support is, I mean, for me it was adequate, but I feel like if you're a bigger dude, just watch out, especially if you do a lot of lateral movements. But other than that, the PG4 it is a great performer. Alright, next we got a shoe from a company that's new. It's their first shoe as well, like their first shoe ever, and it's in a top list. Oh my god, can you guys believe that? And that is the Stria 107 series, and I was blown away by this shoe. Performance wise, it was awesome. The traction is really good, consistent, also durable. The cushion is super soft. And just watch out for super hard impacts. You know, you definitely do feel the ground when you do like a really hard impact because the cushion is like pretty damn soft. But just like on normal landings, you should be good to go. And it's just a comfortable cushioning setup, you know? Materials are also really nice. They're not using the best and most premium materials, but it feels great on foot. It's a super thin, very lightweight shoe, but also cozy feeling, you know? And overall, on foot, this shoe feels great. So you guys should definitely check it out. If you want something different than like the main brands like Nike, Adidas, or Under Armour, and you kind of want to move away from that and try something new, definitely check out the Stria 107. Alright, moving on to my top 3 picks in tier 1. These shoes are absolutely my favorite to play in this year. The first shoe is the Under Armour Kyrie 8. I was very surprised at this. I knew I was gonna like it. You know, when I first saw it, I was like, yo, that looks like a running shoe. It looks super light and all that. And it's a new cushioning setup, and hopefully it's soft, and it is. And yeah, the Kyrie 8 does not disappoint. The traction is absolutely nuts. You stop on a dime. It's also durable. I was playing on outdoor court and I really didn't have a whole lot of issues with the durability, which is interesting because there's no rubber on that. The cushion, like I said, is soft, feels great. Materials are super thin. There's really no padding in the material or the upper. So it's just a very light, minimal feeling shoe, but also very cozy and comfortable. And it's just a shoe that you don't have to worry about when you're playing. I really like playing in that shoe. Next, we got the KD13. It's a great looking shoe. The traction is phenomenal. I would say that the KD13 and the Kyrie 8 have the best traction on this list. It's just super duper good. The cushion also is really nice. You know, you got the full length zoom strobo unit. Materials are very thin. You got a good amount of padding in the ankle area and a little bit of padding in the tongue, which makes the shoe feel more cozy. So yeah, the KD13 is a solid performer. You cannot go wrong with that shoe. And last but not least is the Puma Clyde All Pro, and they hit it out the ballpark with this shoe, right? So traction is really good, pretty damn durable as well. The cushion is pretty damn nice. I would say it's the worst cushion out of the 3. The KD13 is probably my favorite, and then after that it's the Kyrie 8, and then the Puma Clyde All Pro. But it's still nice, you know, you get a nice little compression, it's soft. Just watch out for really hard impacts. You definitely feel the ground on hard impacts. But other than that, it's a very nice cushioning setup. And just like the Kyrie 8, the Puma Clyde All Pro is a very lightweight, very minimal feeling shoe on foot. Support is there and all that. So yeah, the Puma Clyde All Pro is a solid performer, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. You know, we got a favorite from Under Armour, we got a favorite from Puma, and then from Nike, which I guess Nike they make some solid shoes, you know. But yeah, this year it's a little more diverse. And of course, we have the addition of Stria. And just on the side note, I wanted to put the Anta KT5 Low on this list, but I guess it did come out in 2020, but it's based off the KT5, which came out last year. So that's why I didn't put it on this list. But if you want, the KT5 Low is still available on Famuji, and it's a great performer. So there's that. But anyways, that's my list for top performers of 2020. If you guys disagree with the list, tell us what your list will be down in the comment section below. And if you guys want to copy any of these shoes, I'll leave a link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.